Hey babes, welcome back to another creative inspo video. This video is inspired by Beats by Dab. She did this look. My brows was done off camera and I pretty much primed my eyelids with P. Louise Acid Rain Base in the shade Blank Canvas, and I'm starting off with my eyeshadow palette, Painted for the Back Row. You can get that at my website at www.slayedbymika.com. Jumping in with this Morphe M508 brush, I'm pretty much creating this halo shape on my eyelid. And then I'm going to go in with a soft smudge brush and start smudging inwards towards the center of my lid. After smudging it inward, I'm going to go in with a purple that's also inside of my palette. And I'm going to start placing that right on the outer edges of that halo eye and start to slowly blend that inwards, making that halo a little bit more darker. Taking a clean blend brush, I'm just going to start blending that shape a little bit inwards towards my lid to soften up the edges. Jumping back into a more vibrant pink, I'm going to go in on the edges of the halo to deepen up the edges a little bit more before I start carving out the shape. Now you can slowly blend that inward as well towards the center of your lid. Now to lighten up the center, I'm going to go back in with the Acid Rain Base and start placing that directly in the center of the halo and start blending it out with a soft blend brush. Now I'm going to jump into two different colors. This is a white and a light pink. I want it to be a very pale pink in the center, so I mixed those two colors and placed it directly on top of the Acid Rain Base. Jumping into that light pink and placing it directly on top of that to make sure it is nice and pinky and it's not white. I placed that directly on top. Now I'm just blending out the edges of that halo eye towards the center of my eye. Time to carve out that crease, so I did use Acid Rain Base for this part as well. Using my concealer brush, I'm gonna just start carving out the shape that I want, or the shape that she did. Making sure that it stays matte, I am going in and patting down that Acid Rain Base to make sure it is nice and dry. Jumping into that loose pigment from J. LaRue Cosmetics. This is in the shade Oh Boy. I'm placing it directly in the center of my halo eye to give it a nice little sparkle. I believe I mixed two foundations. I mixed Fenty Beauty's foundation in the shade 340 with Juvia's Place Velvety Matte Foundation in the shade Punta Cana. You really don't need a lot of this foundation because both of them are soft matte foundations. It's full coverage. So you technically will want to blend out this foundation as you go. This just ensures that you have enough time to blend it out before it dries down matte and it don't move. After blending out my foundation, I went in with e.l.f.'s Hydrating Concealer in the shade Walnut, Tan Walnut, and I started placing this on the outer rim of my T-zone. And I went in with Neutral Buff NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer, and I placed that in the inner section of my T-zone area. I really don't like the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer because I feel like it is way too liquidy. Like, it's not, the consistency is not as thick as I would want it to be, so I wouldn't really use this on my skin because I like a more thicker consistency when it comes to concealer. I did place Juvia's Place Shade Stick on my face. This was in the shade Numbia, and I'm just going to start blending it out before I blend out my concealer. I let my concealer sit on my face for a little while to give me full coverage. I am blending out my concealer with a Real Technique brush. You know, I love to blend out my concealers with these brushes because they are super soft. They get in small areas like the inner corner of my eye. So this is what I prefer to blend out my concealer with. After blending out the concealer, I kind of go back and forth with the foundation brush and the concealer brush just to make sure we don't get no harsh lines. I did realize if you start blending out your concealer on the bridge of your nose with a smaller brush, it will define your nose a little bit better if you struggle with contouring your nose. Alright, so it's time to set the face. So I'm using my Makeup Revolution's translucent setting powder and placing it directly underneath my eyes. Usually I set this part of my face first to prevent any creasing. I also love using translucent setting powder now because I feel like it does not leave your face as white if you know how to use it. Like, you don't get that ashy look if you really know how to put the setting powder on your face. So I would recommend you applying a thin layer first and then going back over that layer with another thin layer. Now to set my whole face, I did jump into my Airspun setting powder, which is translucent as well, using the big powder brush and placing that over my entire face. The liners I'm about to use, I got these liners from Amazon. I will try to leave the link in the bio, but these are super dope. They are, I think it came with 6 different colors. I'm using this blue liner to pretty much outline this halo eye first. Making sure those colors stay vibrant, I'm just going back over where I already outlined. Now it's time to draw the bottom half of the wings. So now it's just time to draw out the shape of the bottom half of the wings. Now I'm just adding the little details in the inside of the wing before I go in with the purple. And with the purple, I'm taking that and going in the inside of the wing and just outlining where I did the blue. It might not look like much now, but once you start adding the details, it's going to start coming together. This water activated white liner came from Suva Beauty. I definitely recommend this liner. It's a lifesaver when it comes to not cracking, y'all, because this liner does not crack. I'm going to start outlining where I put the blue. I know it looks like I'm drawing over the blue, but you're still able to kind of see it. I'm also going to start applying details in the center of that wing with the white. That's going to really make the wing pop. Using my NYX Jumbo Liner, I'm just using this on a disposable lip applicator. I'm going to apply this on my waterline. Taking a small smudge brush in the black, I'm going to start smudging that underneath of my waterline, and I'm going to apply a hot pink right underneath of it. Taking my Wet n Wild mascara to apply to my bottom and top lashes before I apply my falsies. Bringing structure back to my face, I'm going to go into my Pimpy's contour palette, the mixed race palette, and start setting my contour. Using that same brush, I'm going to jump into my bronzer palette and start warming my face back up. Taking my Shimmer Beauty Bakeries highlight palette, I'm going to start highlighting my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose. This is my NYX lip liner in the shade Espresso. I'm going to start lining my lips with that. And placing some light pink P. Louise Acid Rain base right in the center of my lips for the ombre effect. I'm going to take my lashes and just start applying them to my lash line. I already put my Duo Lash Glue on them. The Duo Lash Glue with the green writing makes it super easy for you to apply your lashes. I'm going to use this Dada lip gloss and just apply it to my lips. Get it from Beauty Supply Store. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. Also, hit that notification bell just to be notified whenever I post another video. And until next time, y'all, peace.